Welcome to the University of British Columbia's Vancouver campus. It is located on the unceded, ancestral, and traditional land of the Hunkaminam-speaking Musqueam people. My name is Dominique. I am second year here at UBC Vancouver studying psychology, and I am 19 from Quebec. We are thrilled to have you join us for the tour of the UBC Vancouver campus. UBC is an internationally recognized research institution and consistently ranks in the top 40 universities worldwide. I'm excited to show you the spaces across campus for Indigenous students to explore. When you first arrive to the UBC Vancouver campus, you are greeted by the Musqueam welcome post. This house post indicates that the land we're standing on belongs to the Musqueam people. The two heads of the serpent symbolize the ongoing relationship between UBC and Musqueam, but the man holding the tail shows Musqueam sovereignty in this space. The post also tells the story of the origin of the Musqueam name and commemorates the history of these lands as it welcomes all visitors to the campus. UBC values that this land has always been a place of learning for the Musqueam people. The university is committed to its ongoing relationship with the band and with welcoming all Indigenous peoples like you. This is the First Nations Longhouse, a home away from home for Indigenous students on campus. Here you'll find regular activities, events, and programs to encourage Indigenous students to come together to share and get to know one another. Constructed with Western red cedar logs, the Longhouse reflects the architectural traditions of Coast Salish-style longhouses. Inside you'll find Swayliton Great Hall, a multi-purpose space adorned with carved house posts and beams. Managed by the First Nations House of Learning, the Longhouse is a great place to meet new people. Take part in cultural events including smudging ceremonies, cedar bowing, and sweats, or enjoy cultural activities like beading, communal meals, yoga, wellness workshops, and more. The First Nations House of Learning also provides a range of services to Indigenous students at the Longhouse, including counseling, tutoring, a computer lab, and a place to hang out or study between classes. A place of culture, community, and learning, the Longhouse is truly a hub for Indigenous students here at UBC. This is the Indigenous Collegium, where Indigenous students can come and hang out. It is staffed by a group of advisors who are students just like you.
In the Indigenous Collegium, you can connect with an Indigenous elder or UBC professor, make lunch or relax between classes, or take part in cultural practices like talking circles.
This is a great place to help build your community here at UBC. The Weibo Library is connected to the First Nations Longhouse. Let's go! This library is the only Indigenous branch of an academic library here in Canada, and is created to be a center for Indigenous scholarship. Weibo is known for its unique Indigenous classification system and subject headings, and it has librarians and staff who are knowledgeable about Indigenous content. The books and collections in the library are one of a kind, and they privilege Indigenous perspectives. Whatever degree you choose to study here at UBC, you're always welcome to visit the Weibo Library.
As you walk around UBC, you'll notice that the street signs are in Musqueam's Hunkaminam language as well as English. The signs help to maintain a visible Musqueam presence on campus and acknowledge the history and culture of the Musqueam people.
This is the reconciliation pole. It is 55 feet in height and was carved from an 800-year-old cedar by Haida hereditary chief and master carver James Hart. It represents the history of the Indigenous peoples in Canada before, during, and after the Indian Residential School era. The Indian Residential School History and Dialogue Center was created to address the experiences of those who survived Indian residential schools in BC and Canada. This building is a place for survivors and their communities to access their records. It is also open to the general public to learn about the legacy and history of the residential schools through interactive technology. Many Canadians, UBC students, and other visitors have had extremely limited access to real information about Indigenous history in Canada and the interactions and policies that have shaped the country. The Centre offers a more complete knowledge of our shared history in hopes that the UBC students and Canadians will be in a better position to think about their relationships with Indigenous peoples. If you want, you can visit the Centre to see exhibits, hear survivors' testimonies, and participate in discussions. With more than 1,500 Indigenous students across the two UBC campuses, there's a place for you. Whatever you want to learn and whatever your passions are, You'll always find a community here at UBC to support you.